This is Roger with Crosscut in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2007 GMC Sierra 1500. That's a half-ton crew cab short bed. It's a 5.3 liter gas V8, four-wheel drive. It's an SLE, which is cloth. It has a Z71 suspension package. It has 126,735 miles. It was a theft recovery purchased directly from Farmers Insurance in Bakersfield, California. When we got it here, we always send it over to Monsoon. They do an inspection. There'll be a link for everything I show you in the ad, so you can read it yourself. But before we went to Monsoon, they had broken the column, so we had to replace the column and rekey it and get a new remote. That was done at CNS Lock and Key here. That was done, and then we brought it over to Monsoon. They said it needed passenger hub and bearing assembly on the front passenger. Needed tie rod, idler arm, pitman arm, let's see, wiper blades, alignment, charge the AC, and a detail. That's where we're at right now. Really nice truck. When we first get them in, I always put them, we have a drive-on four-post lift in there, and we pressure spray the crap out of the undercarriage and then look for leaks the next day. None. It looks great underneath. Did what we could find that needed to be fixed, and here we are. It is on a salvage title due to theft, not collision. And people ask, why is that? Well, it's about attorneys. It has nothing to do with the vehicle itself. Basically, the insurance companies do not want to be sued by whoever buys this from us. So their way of divorcing the car is to sell it to us on a salvage title. That way, if something happens to you, you don't say, oh, Farmer's got a lot more money than Crosscut does. So we'll sue Farmers because they sold it on a clear title, which implies warranty, blah, 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 blah. So that's what happens. Now you know the secret to the whole thing. That's why they do it. Now the good news is that title saves you a fortune, and it's the same vehicle you'd buy if it was on a clear title. It wouldn't matter, right? So there you go. It's got this little thing right here. The biggest problem, it needs a bezel here, but the tailgate works fine. The biggest issue it has is it's got a really not a big deal dent in the passenger door, but because it's silver metallic birch is the color of this car, of this truck, that when you go to fix it, if you do a panel on this thing, you have to do the whole truck. So I have an estimate just to fix this door, this thing right here, and it's $1,200, and he doesn't want to do it because it'll just be in this door and not blend it into, here's a couple dings here, and then there's like a ding right here. He's like, we have to do the whole thing to make it work properly, the whole side of the truck. So just to do that door and then have it not match is like $1,200. The estimate's in the ad also. These are where the SLE stickers go, by the way. I ordered them and they said that they can't find any. So that's why they're not there. When the car thieves steal something, they want to hide as many of the emblems and stuff as they can, so the cops don't pull them over looking for a Sierra where the emblem should be, or for something that says SLE, so they take them off. All right, let me fire this guy up. And 126,755 is the mileage on the odometer now. Let's see. Let's go into the hood first. I've driven this car quite a bit, this truck quite a bit. It's a nice one. I like this truck. This will be very popular. People love these. So if you're interested in it, I'll explain how this all works here in a minute when we go on a drive. But be ready to put your deposit in, because these things are usually a fist fight, even with the little ding on the door and on the edge of the cab. Everyone wants these. So, all right, there's your window up and down. Let's go through all this stuff. First of all this stuff is scanned in, so you can read it yourself. This is CNS lock, $125 for the column assembly, ignition, and a remote. This is the inspection. Let's see, wipers needed, steering stuff. There's a inner tie rod play, idler arm, pit arm, blah blah blah. Shift lever has excessive play. I'll show you that in a second. It's part of buying a used column. Happens quite a bit. There's a spring in there and it doesn't work anymore. Anyway, here's God, that freaking air conditioning's blowing like a hurricane. Let me turn that off. There. Crap. Blah blah blah. Here's the monsoon invoice. Wheel bearing assembly. Let's see what we got. Tie rod, idler arm, pitman arm, wiper blades, alignment, and an AC service. $1,212. Here are the parts, the hub assembly, etc. This is what Monsoon paid for. That's part of that $1,200 deal. Here's the estimate for this vehicle. And this is, honestly, this is just to fix that door and then have it not match. I said I wrote crazy. $1,297. He said, we can fix it, the door will look great, but it won't match the rest of the truck, so I'm not doing that. Here's the vehicle history report. There's your VIN. Title brand is due to theft. Good auction brand, no accidents reported. No accidents, blah, blah, blah. Very boring. Like I said, there'll be a link for it in the ad. When I bought it, they actually still hadn't even gotten up with it. Well, the auto check still said it was a clear title, but they sold it as a salvage title, so I kind of knew that was coming. I did know it was coming. Anyway, there's your salvage title. There's your VIN, farmer's insurance, okay, the actual miles. 126,000 miles, 723. Farmer sold to Wheel Kinetics, DBA Crosscut, on 3/31/23. Then it took forever to get a shipper, which is becoming annoying. California right now is falling off the cliff. All right, there's your window there. You see it goes from like right here to here, anything here, and that one on the driver door. I don't know. I think maybe a better decision would be just to find a used door, which I tried to find, but I'm sure they're around. This color was on everything. Just a used door, put a door in there and not call it a day. Get a used door and slam it on there. All right, power seat, forward, back, up. That's already all the way up. That's down. And now that's up. All right, tilt wheel, up and down. Let's see, what else we got? We got mirrors, out, in, up, and down. Out, in, up, and down. I'm not sure why that's so hazy on the outside of it, other than it's just an old mirror. Maybe that was the sun side when he parked it. Bakersfield gets lots of sun, so maybe that's why. All right, now it's a little warm, so now we could use a little bit of AC here, except not on hurricane force. There, that's a little better. And let's get it going out of here. There we go. Much better. All right, so there's tow haul on and off. Now we're gonna go to 4 low. There we go. Now we're in 4 low. Boom, that's drive. Definitely granny gear. Reverse. And I wish I'd put some fuel in this thing on the way home from Monsoon yesterday. All right, and then we go to 4 high. If you can see that or not. There you go, now we're in. 4 high, drive, and reverse. That's in 4 high. Then we're gonna go back to 2-wheel drive. Boom. All right. Let's see. It has all the OnStar stuff. I'm not gonna hit that because I'm not gonna pay. They stole the radio like they always do, but they were nice to unplug it. So if you wanted to go back with factory stuff to work the controls, you could. But most people want to go Bluetooth, so what's the point of that? That's why we never do radios. We don't do radios and parking, like parking sensors, radios, tire monitors. I mean, they're all stuff that we did fine without. Anyway, if you come to Tucson to drive this truck home, you'll pay the following. You'll pay your state tax rate, whatever that is, plus our city tax of 2.7% and a $250 dock fee. But We also have to take it to the cops to get what's called a level 3 inspection done. The level 3 inspection allows us to take the salvage title we have and turn it into what's called the restored salvage title. Once we have that, we can issue you plates to drive home with, and you can get insurance. So obviously, if you're gonna come to Tucson to drive it home, that's gonna be mandatory, okay? So, that's $200 for us to do that for you. If you wanna drive it home, you're gonna pay $200 to have me go down to Motor Vehicles, hang out with the cops for 4 or 5 hours and get that done, okay? If you're gonna pay by wire and ship out of state, all you're gonna pay is agreed upon price, but let us know if you want us to restore the title so that we can do that for you. We will add $200 to the price of the vehicle, and we'll do that before it ships out. If you are gonna pay by wire and ship, once we receive full payment, we will fill out the title with your name or your company's name and address. We will sign it off to you, we will scan it into your online file, and we will mail it. We even scan in the envelope we mail it in, okay? If you need help with shipping, let me know at the time of purchase. I can roll the price of the shipping into the price of the truck and just make one payment for all of it, and I'll get it done. I'll get it shipped. If you want to ship it yourself, you're welcome to. We just want to make sure you get your truck as fast as possible. God, this thing has a nice ride too. Really nice ride. Very good set of tires on it. Let's see, what else? Deposit's $500. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. Until then, it stays for sale. So please get your deposit in quickly, okay? Especially on this one. There are some vehicles that we know we're gonna have for, you know, a month. This one we're gonna have for maybe a week. I doubt it. This has the look and feel of one day to it. But, that brings me to the next topic, which is the speech I give on every single vehicle. If you go to the end of every video, you hear me say this rambling thing. We don't have salesmen, so when you buy from us, you're not paying a commission, you know, for a commission to go to some guy to lie to you. We don't have a fancy location. You just saw where we came from. My uncle owns that property, and we pay $1 a year for it, literally, okay? So you're not paying for that. We also, don't have the person at our place serving food or lattes or scones or whatever like they have at Precision Toyota, which is ridiculous. We don't have a game room. They got one of those at one of the auto mall places. We're about a mile west of the auto mall, and it's night and day. This truck would cost you a lot more money there because of all that stuff, okay? We don't have that stuff. We don't charge you for that stuff. Plus, we don't want to have these things sitting around for a long time. In COVID time, about April of 21, we had 80 vehicles in our inventory. We like moving them a lot faster, so we sold 60 of them in like a week at the auction and kept the best ones, thinking we would be able to resupply quickly, and we never could. But that's kind of turned out well for us, in that now we can just concentrate on buying vehicles that are good vehicles and move them quickly. We don't have to make a fortune on every one. You know, people can be happy, we can be happy, everyone's happy. But there's one rule here. You are the owner of the vehicle the day you buy it, okay? We are not able to write you checks ever for a repair on these vehicles, because unlike the new car stores that are selling used vehicles who crush you, we're not crushing you. They crush you, and they will fix the car when you bring it into them because they crushed you. We're not, okay? So please fix your truck with the money you're saving. You're saving a fortune because of the title, and you're saving a fortune because it's us. So if something breaks, go fix it. You should be way ahead after fixing anything that could break on this vehicle. That being said, we've shown you the inspection. We're driving it down I-10. You know, it's a really nice truck. It's a very easy truck to drive. I'm not getting any rattles. AC is nice and cold. Everything works. So, but we just like people to know how we operate, that so there's no gray area here where you call and say, oh my gosh, you know, this broke, or the window stopped working, or whatever. Who cares what it is? You're the owner, okay? Otherwise, please let us charge you $2,000 or $3,000 more, and then we'll fix it. That's what they do at the auto mall. All right. I think that's about it. Plus, we want to keep it just me and my brother. We don't want to have mechanics everywhere, and we want to send our stuff to a great shop, Monsoon, and go from there. That's our business model, okay? Anyhow, I think that's about it on my little speech. These our GoPro lets us go 17 minutes and 38 seconds. So we're at like 15 something, 15, 18. So what I'm gonna do now on our way back to the shop is just shut my pie hole and let you listen and ride and the whole bit. Unfortunately, I just hit a freaking yellow light. So it's 17:38. This will turn off. I didn't kill myself and wreck. Truck didn't start on fire and blow up. It's just the end of the card. So that's all. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll be out of here at 17 minutes and 38 seconds. Sucks to end the video just sitting here waiting to turn right, but it is what it is. A couple seconds left. Be safe. Have a great day.